Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Louise and I am an eBay reseller. As you can already see by the title of this video, I have another sales update for you. And as you can see, this is a March update, so I will be showing you my best, mid and worst sales throughout March. So as we are all aware of this pandemic that is happening in the world, this has personally had an effect on my sales, I believe anyway, because every month has been quite stable, and then all of a sudden last month was just towards the end started to drop off a bit, as I did mention in my previous video. But then this month just took an absolute nosedive and sales were very, very poor for me. So the difference between my best, worst and the mid-range ones are not that great, because yeah, sales weren't great. So I had to pick a few of the sales that I made to show you the sort of the difference of the worst, the best and the sort of the mid-range as well. So just bear that in mind. Obviously they're not fantastic sales, but hopefully that gives you an idea of the type of things that sold for me last month. As I've done in my previous videos, I will show you how much I paid for the item, how much I sold it for, and then what the gross and the net profit of those items are as well, so you can see that. So if you are not too sure how I calculate that, check out my very first one back in January, and I explain in there how I actually calculated all of that. Okay, so let's get started. So the first item that I have here is this vintage St Michael's MS tie. I thought I'd start with the tie. Tie sales are okay. I get the odd sale for a tie every once in a while. But they don't go for massive amounts. I generally sell them around sort of £12–15. However, the more basic kind of looking ones that don't have any sort of funky pattern to them, or don't have any sort of like cartoon things on them, or doesn't look really decent, how I feel, I just don't feel like I can sell them that much. So as you can see, for this item I paid £1 for it, and then I sold it for £8.99, which then leaves me with a total profit of £4.96. Now this one's obviously slightly different with the total profits, because obviously I offer free postage. I didn't pay for Hermes postage that I usually do, which is £2.85 at the moment. So I managed to post this, as I always do with all my ties, I post them large letter. So I think it only cost me, I think it was 83p. So it then leaves me with £4.98 profit. So it's still an okay profit for something that costs £1 and is really sort of simple to photograph and list. And you know, I get them in bulk as well, so it's quite good. So yeah, £4.98 after that. If I was sending it via Hermes or paying a lot more for postage, it would probably knock down my profit that I make from the items. So it's great that they can fit in large letter and go for it much cheaper. Okay, so the next item that I have here is this warehouse dress. And this, I didn't pick up so long ago. I think I picked it up sort of November, December time, I think. And I picked it up for £1. I thought it was a really decent find. I thought, warehouse is okay, does okay for me. I actually thought it was about size 10 when I picked it up, and I feel like it might have said that on the label, the charity shop label, when I picked it up, but when I had a look at it, it was a size 6. However, it fitted on my mannequin and was still quite baggy, so that's why I've put in there like as a tunic style, so it wasn't like really sort of fitted to the body. It was a bit more loose fitting. I felt like it was a bit more of a 6 to an 8, so I did mention obviously that in my description, and obviously put the measurements in my photos like I always do. So yes, it's a 6, but however, if you know, if you're a smaller 8 or whatever, then it might have fitted you, so I'll kind of explain that in the description. As you can see here, I got £11.43 for it. I did have a sale on at the end, at the start of March, I think, start to mid way through March. I ran a sale, so yeah, sold it for £11.43. Initially had it up for £12.99, did a 12% off sale, and then sold it for £11.43. So it's not a massive amount, thinking that it would do quite well for me. After I realised it was a size 6 and actually it wasn't a fantastic item, I only listed it for £13 anyway, so I knew I wouldn't have got much straight off, but then I sold it on a sale as well. So all in all, I made £5.04 after all the fees and everything was taken off. So not a great profit. Definitely need to sort of bear in mind what I pick up size wise in the future. I just don't find size 6s sell as quickly for me as sort of other sizes like 10s, 12s, 14s and things like that. Okay, next, and the last one of sort of the worst of the month was this Dr Pepper t-shirt. Obviously on the brand it says it's Coca-Cola because that's the branding of Dr Pepper, but it had the Dr Pepper logos all over the top. and it was £1. I feel like that's what I'm saying today. I picked everything up for £1, and I sold it for £12.99. It stuck around for a little bit. I think I bought it back again in November time. Thought it might have sold around Christmas as like a bit of more of a novelty gift, but then it didn't, obviously, so it stuck around for a little bit longer. Sold for full asking price of £12.99. So then after all the fees, it leaves me then with £6.37. So it wasn't so bad, and again, it wasn't exactly a pain to list in this instance. Just popped it on a hanger, stuck it on the wall, took the front, took the back, took the labels, and obviously took the measurements as well. So it wasn't too bad for £6.37 total profit. That's not that bad. But obviously I just need to bear in mind that when I pick these items up, I need to know how much it is that I want to make from it. Obviously just gross profit, I've made £11.99 from it, but obviously taking off all the fees and the postage, leaves me with £6.37. Although saying that, I think this actually might have also gone large letter, so add about £2 onto that, maybe, onto that net profit. So I actually probably took about £8.37 total from that, which actually doesn't make it so bad, because I think it's a t-shirt and it folded quite flat and ended up wearing a large parcel. So actually I think I made a bit more from this than I thought. Okay, next is this next dress. This dress I picked up, I believe I picked it up in February, end of Feb, and it sold in March, so it wasn't too bad. It was a fairly quick flip. I did pick it up for £2. I thought it was a really good price. I quite like next dresses, especially the sort of more work kind of businessy kind of things. I always sort of found these dresses for myself when I was teaching. I was just like, that's perfect for work, that'll do, that's perfect for work. So every time I sort of see them kind of things, my eye catches them, and I always feel like I end up buying them. So I picked it up for £2, ended up taking an offer on it for £15.83. So taking off the cost leaves me with £13.83, and then taking off all the fees leaves me with the £7.79. So it's not that bad. It's really close to having a full £10 total profit. However, obviously we're not quite there yet still. So it's not too bad. There was nothing sort of wrong with this dress. Again, I don't really know why I took an offer so quickly. I did mention this in my previous video as well about taking offers really quickly. So as soon as they put an item up, somebody watches it, you send an offer out, and then all of a sudden you feel like it's sold and you feel like it went too quickly. I think the issue is that I send bulk offers out to watchers, so I don't really check what's in my list. I just say, yeah, 10% off the lot. I'm really not bothered, get it sold, you know, that sort of thing. So I don't really see what's in my list, but I think, like I mentioned in the previous video, would I like it to be sat there for 3 months, or would I like it to be sold straight away, but for a little bit less, you know? Everyone's different. So, but I was happy with that sale. Give me £7.79 total profit, so I'm quite happy with that. Okay, so next one of my sort of mid-range ones. So this one I picked up for 50p. I didn't actually realise at the time that it was a girl's top. I thought it was a women's top, but I just thought it was fat face. I saw it was brand new with tags. I saw it was 50p. I picked it up. So I didn't see it was in like a sale rack thing. So I think it was a mixture of women's, men's, children's, all that sort of thing. So I just assumed it was women's. Picked it up. And yeah, as I say, it was only 50p, so it wasn't too bad. And yeah, and it didn't stick around long either. I think it went sort of within a week or two, I believe. It didn't stick around for long at all. Sold for the full asking price of £14.99. I don't pick up children's clothes that often. I just don't feel like they actually get the money that you could get compared to what you can get with men's and women's clothing. However, I suppose this one's an exception, maybe. Is it because it's brand new with tags, or is it because of the brand? You know, I don't know. But it sold quite well. It made me £8.58 total profit after all the fees. So I'm really not bothered about that. And the fact that I say it cost me 50p, a really low cost to begin with, and a fairly decent profit at the end of it. So yeah, it was just a cute little top. Had these sort of embroidered flowers. I say it was brand new with tags. And yeah, it was just cute. I picked it up, so, but slightly by mistake, but slightly not. But yeah, quite happy with that one. And then the last one of my mid-range ones was this Hobbs blazer. This one, as you can see, that the total profit is actually less than the previous item. However, I made £10 more on this item. So it really just goes to show on how much you spend on these items. It depends on how much profit you actually make, because I paid £7.50 for this blazer. I think I bought it, I want to say sort of January, February time, and I was kind of like desperate for stock. I think I was more sort of looking out, and you know, when you're out and having a look around and you just think, oh, I've not picked anything up today, what can I buy? And you kind of just like forcing yourself to buy something that you probably don't really want. That was this blazer, I think. Even though it was Hobbs, which I love Hobbs, It was 100% silk as well, which is fantastic, and I thought, come on, £7.50, I could probably get a really decent price for this. Yeah, it didn't end up going for that much. Again, obviously I listed it £24.99, but after doing a bit of looking around and stuff, I just didn't find that it went that high. So put it up for £24.99 and actually ended up selling it for £22.49. So actually I didn't sell it for an extra £10 more than the previous one, because I ended up taking an offer. And again, that's what I was saying earlier, I ended up just sending bulk offers out, and then this one ended up being in it, even though I only listed it soon before. So my gross profit was actually £14.99, so it's actually 50p higher than the previous item. However, after calculating all the fees and stuff, because obviously eBay takes 10% plus VAT off your items, it then knocks it obviously a bit lower than the previous item. So I ended up making £7.97 total profit on this item. So it just didn't feel worth it, really. I think paying that much and only making £8 profit, wasn't really fantastic, but it was okay. It sold, it made okay profit, and didn't take too long to sell, so it wasn't too bad. Okay, first of the items that made some good profit was this Jacques Vert hat. As you know, I like hats, and as you know, actually I quite like Jacques Vert as well. So this hat I wasn't incredibly fond of, to be honest. This, I believe I bought in a load of like a bundle of about 10 or 12 hats, something like that, and I can't even remember how much I paid for it, but I paid £4.38 per hat. So if you want to calculate it, figure it out, but I don't know how many hats I bought, so I don't know. Anyway, £4.38 per hat I paid, and sold it for the full asking price of £24.99. I believe I sold this more at the start of March, just before, with all this sort of lockdown coming with the pandemic and things like that. So obviously I think people are starting to think, oh, I need a hat for the races, I need a hat for weddings and things like that. And obviously now with all this happening, I haven't sold a hat since. And usually I'm quite good with selling hats around this time of year. So I feel like my hat sales won't be so great, and I don't feel like next month's sales report will have many, if any, hats in them. But if it does, I'll be sure to put that one in just to show you how much it sold for. So anyway, so this sold for £24.99. After all the fees and everything, it comes to £13.23 pure profit. So quite happy with that. Well, actually really happy with that. I love selling hats. They're a pain in the bum to send and package up and send off. However, once you've sort of got the grasp of it, and once you've got a decent box for it, it's okay. It's really simple and really quite easy to package and send off. Okay, the next one are these Tommy Hilfiger corduroy trousers. I think I actually sold these once and they got returned. I think it was just that they didn't fit in general. But these have gone this time. I actually only paid 50p for the item and then sold it for £22.99. So made a total profit after all that of £15.40. So really happy with that. I probably would pay up for these, not massively, but probably pay, less than £5, I think, because that would still leave me with over £10 pure profit if I paid £5 for these trousers. So it wouldn't be too bad actually if I did pay up for them a bit, but I did see them on the sale rack. They were 50p. I was happy with them, had a look over them, made sure that they were genuine, and then was happy with it for 50p. Can't go wrong there at all. Okay, then the final item of this section of my best sales of the month was this House of Nicholas dress. I picked this up for £6, paid up a tiny bit for this dress. I believe I bought this back in, I think it was November, maybe. Okay, I feel like it was November today, or February. It might have been sort of anywhere between October and December, I think. I bought it because I saw it and I thought, Christmas. Straight up I thought someone would love that for Christmas. If that's what they do, they want to get dressed up, they want to they're going to a Christmas party or something. I thought it was fantastic, and even had Christmas in the title, and I hadn't even taken it out even though Christmas had gone, but you know what, doesn't matter. It was this absolutely gorgeous dress, had this beautiful pattern on it, and it was like this silk gown all the way down, and then had this lovely back with the it looks like buttons, but it's just a zip and this bow at the bottom. Just absolutely gorgeous, really nice dress. Ended up selling it for £35. Somebody messaged me asking if they could have it for 30. I counted, saying the best I could do is 35. They took it for 35. There was a bit of an issue where they then claimed that it didn't fit them, so they wanted £5 to be able to get more material to make it fit them. I don't know. So anyway, I obviously said no. I mentioned this to eBay as well, so they sort of made a mark to say, you know, if you're not happy with it, you can return it. If it doesn't fit you, you can return it. You have to pay the return postage. And they were like, oh no, it's okay, I found it and it will fit my daughter instead. So it was, I think they were just trying to get it cheaper, which didn't work for me. So anyway, so I sold this for £35. So it left me with a gross profit of £29 and then a total net profit of £20.15. So super happy with that sale. I was happy that it found a home and a happy owner eventually. Yeah, really happy with that one. I've never heard of the brand, but it's definitely something, a style that I do like to pick up and I will still pick up. I do like these sort of gowns and these sort of formal dresses. They are really nice. Okay, and then the final item, so this is my best sale of the month, which as you can see the price didn't change. The actual price that I sold it for did very slightly. I bought this for £5.99 and sold it for £35.99, so I literally paid a penny less than the previous item and I sold it for 99p more than the previous item. So this is a Helly Hansen jacket, as I picked it up for £5.99. I was really happy with this. This brand sells fantastic for me. After doing a bit of research as well, there's a lot of actual ski jacket. They're a proper breathable ski jacket. And back when they were brand new, they were probably around sort of £100, £200, something like that. So when I saw that, I thought definitely I'm buy that. But then actually when I got home, did a bit more research, I realised that they actually don't sell for that much. I wouldn't have thought they would sell anywhere near 100, but thought they might have taken about sort of £50–60 maybe, but realised that they didn't actually quite take that. Again, I actually bought this one in March and sold it in March. I think I sold it within a week and took an offer on it. I think again, like I was saying earlier, I think that whole bulk sending to offers, this got sort of taken up within it and then somebody obviously snatched it up with a cheaper price on it. So again, I probably could have made a lot more, but you know, I didn't. So, but like I said earlier, at least it sold. At least I made some money off it. So total net profit after all the fees and everything like that made me £21 in total. So you know, I really can't complain with that. Really happy with that sale. Probably could have got more, but it is what it is. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that your March was good. Please let me know in the comments below how your March was. I also do hope that you're all at home keeping safe and keeping well and your families are well too. So thank you very much for watching as always, and I will see you soon.